Imagine a land where the cadence of the rivers matches the heartbeat of its people. A region cradled in the arms of the Ganges Delta, where language, poetry, and song have shaped civilization as much as the fertile soil. Here, the concept of Greater Bengal comes alive, not as a nation built upon political or religious lines, but as a federation of hearts and minds, united by the timeless threads of Bengali identity. From the misty hills of Tripura to the bustling ports of Chittagong, from the tea gardens of Sylhet to the intellectual boulevards of Kolkata, Greater Bengal emerges, radiant and boundless, a testament to shared history and future possibility. The geography of this imagined homeland is as diverse as its people. At its heart, the land is a vast delta, one of the world's most fertile, where the Padma, Jamuna, and Meghna rivers weave a tapestry of life across the plains. The Sundarbans, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the world's largest mangrove forest, stand as a sentinel against the Bay of Bengal, sheltering the elusive Royal Bengal tiger and nurturing countless species. To the northeast, the rolling hills and verdant valleys of Sylhet, draped in emerald tea gardens, offer respite and beauty. The rugged outcrops and tranquil lakes of Chittagong and Tripura add their own character, while the southern coastline, dotted with ports and fishing villages, breathes with the pulse of maritime commerce. Greater Bengal's cities are living chronicles of centuries-old exchanges, each with its own rhythm and soul. Dhaka, vibrant and unyielding, buzzes with innovation, commerce, and youth. A city where tradition and modernity collide to create something altogether new. Kolkata, the city of joy, stands as the intellectual and artistic capital, its colonial architecture and leafy avenues a backdrop for debates, literature, and revolutionary ideas. Chittagong, with its global port and mountain vistas, hums with industry. Khulna, Rajshahi, and Barisal, rich in agricultural bounty, add depth to the region's economic tapestry. Howrah and Asansol, with their factories and railway lines, pulse with the energy of the working class. Agartala, nestled in Tripura's hills, offers a gateway to the northeast, while Sylhet, famed for its diaspora and wealth, is a bridge between homelands. The capital of Greater Bengal might be Dhaka, the beating heart of contemporary Bengali culture and commerce. It could just as easily be Kolkata, the city that nurtured the Bengal Renaissance and gave birth to ideas that shaped not only the region but the world. Perhaps, in keeping with the spirit of inclusivity, Greater Bengal would follow a dual capital model, with both cities sharing administrative and cultural duties, each honoring the other's legacy and promise. At the core of this federation lies the Bengali language, Bangla. Rich, mellifluous, and ancient, it is the vessel of collective memory and aspiration. But Greater Bengal would not be content with a single standardized tongue. The varied regional dialects, Sylheti, spoken with a gentle lilt, Chittagonian, robust and earthy, Rarhi, echoing the fields and rivers of West Bengal, Virendri, a living link to the north, would be protected, studied, and celebrated. Language here is not a barrier, but a bridge, with local idioms and expressions enriching the literary and conversational landscape. Culture in Greater Bengal is less about boundaries and more about coexistence. Festivals, both secular and religious, are markers of joy and togetherness, not division. The poetic humanism of Rabindranath Tagore, the fiery rebellion of Qazi Nazrul Islam, and the mystical inclusivity of Lalan Fakir shape the region's soul. Folk traditions flourish. Bal singers wander from village to village, their songs weaving tales of love and longing. Hatiyali, melodies rise from the riverbanks, echoing the rhythm of boatmen's oars. Durga Puja, with its artistry and grandeur, and Eid, a time of generosity and reflection, are celebrated across the Federation, their rituals blending into the fabric of everyday life. Pohela Boshak, the Bengali New Year, unites millions in hope and renewal as families gather to share food and laughter. Food is perhaps the most delicious embodiment of Greater Bengal's unity. The cuisine is a mosaic of flavors, techniques, and stories, each dish a tribute to the land and its people. Bangladeshi specialties like hilsa curry, rich, fragrant, and beloved, sit alongside buna khichuri, a comfort food for rainy afternoons, and shutki, dried fish that carries the taste of the sea. Pithas, delicate rice cakes, are crafted with care for festivals and family gatherings. West Bengal's culinary treasures, shorshi ilish, where mustard and fish create magic. Kosha mangsho, slow-cooked mutton in a riot of spices. Luchi, puffed breads served with rich curries. And mishti doi, sweetened yogurt, find eager fans across Greater Bengal. The shared love for rice, fish, mustard oil, coconut, lentils, and sweets knows no border. Seasonal fruits, mangoes, jackfruit, lychees, are eagerly anticipated, their arrival a cause for celebration. In Greater Bengal, food is not just sustenance, it is a story of migration, memory, and unity. The arts flourish in this imagined federation, echoing the spirit of the Bengal Renaissance. The film industries of Dhaka and Kolkata, Dollywood and Tollywood, merge, creating a new wave of cinema that is bold, experimental, and deeply rooted in Bengali storytelling. Directors and actors collaborate across regions, reviving classics and exploring new genres. Musicians blend folk and classical traditions with contemporary beats, creating a soundtrack that is both global and unmistakably Bengali. Literature, long the pride of the region, continues to inspire, with writers and poets weaving narratives that capture the joys and sorrows of everyday life. Education and science are cornerstones of Greater Bengal's progress. Universities like Dhaka, Jadavpur, and Calcutta join forces to create the Bengal Knowledge Consortium, a network dedicated to research, innovation, and cultural exchange. Students and scholars travel freely between campuses, sharing ideas and forging collaborations. Inspired by Tagore's Visva Bharati ideal, education here is open-minded, global in scope, yet deeply rooted in local realities. Schools and colleges teach not just science and math, but also literature, philosophy, and the arts, nurturing a generation that is thoughtful, creative, and compassionate. The economy of Greater Bengal is robust and diverse. With a population exceeding 250 million, the region is a powerhouse of agriculture, producing rice, jute, tea, and fish in abundance. Textile mills and garment factories employ millions, their products sought after in international markets. Technology startups and IT hubs emerge in Dhaka and Kolkata, driving innovation and creating jobs. The Dhaka-Kolkata Economic Corridor, a network of highways, railways, and ports, rivals the major trade routes of Asia, connecting Greater Bengal to the world. Green industries flourish, with investments in renewable energy, river management, and sustainable agriculture. The region's rivers, once sources of conflict, are now lifelines of cooperation, managed jointly to prevent flooding, ensure clean water, and nurture biodiversity. Society in Greater Bengal is shaped by a philosophy that places humanity above all else. The national motto, Manushar Chiye Boro Kichu Ne, nothing is greater than humanity, guides public life. Policies are crafted to ensure justice, equality, and opportunity for all. Women participate fully in every sector, their contributions celebrated and supported. Minority communities, ethnic, linguistic, religious, find space and respect, their cultures adding richness to the tapestry. Civil society is vibrant, with organizations advocating for rights, environmental protection, and social welfare. The arts and sciences are not the only fields where Greater Bengal excels. Sports, too, are a source of pride and unity. Cricket, football, and kabaddi draw passionate crowds, with teams representing cities and regions across the federation. Traditional games, boat races, wrestling, and chess are revived, celebrated in schools and communities. Athletes train in world-class facilities, their achievements inspiring the next generation. In everyday life, the people of Greater Bengal embody resilience, creativity, and generosity. Villages and towns are alive with festivals, markets, and celebrations. Craftsmen and artisans weave saris and shawls, paint intricate motifs, and sculpt clay idols. Writers gather in tea shops to discuss politics and poetry. Farmers tend their fields, adapting to new technologies while honoring age-old practices. Children learn songs and stories from their elders, carrying forward traditions that have shaped generations. Greater Bengal, in this vision, is more than a nation. It is a living civilization. It is a place where language and culture unite rather than divide, where culinary traditions are bridges, not boundaries, and where the arts and sciences flourish alongside commerce and industry. It is a region that honors its past while embracing the future, guided always by the belief that nothing is greater than humanity itself. Here, in the fertile delta, the dream of unity and prosperity takes root. Nourished by the rivers, sustained by the people, and illuminated by the promise of tomorrow.